morning.
Good morning.
When the two worlds gather as they are today, it is to acknowledge you, who you are becoming, and your true nature. In the world in which you find yourself positive, it can be very confusing to you, especially when you're not even supposed to remember who you are. This is the perfect setting that you asked for to come and to learn the deeper meaning of your true nature, to, in your forgetfulness, to steep yourself into experience and have that experience challenge you, and sometimes to the very core of you. And this is what you have asked for. And take this into account, recognizing the courage that it requires of you to, in forgetfulness, try to bring forth your virtue in times of challenge. The deliberate action to distract you away from your true nature is most obvious in your world today. And we would bring it to your attention to help you to come to that place of recognizing the deliberateness of it, and then in yourself see that that is a virtue, to be deliberate in your own cause. And we would encourage you to take this and find yourself fortified by your own intention to discover your true nature and to come to a place of living it in such a way that it stirs you out of your forgetfulness to where you begin to remember your true nature. You have come to call this today awakening. And it is an awakening. It's an awakening out of a dream-like state where you have believed yourself to be in a certain way, whereas in reality, that's only a temporary recognition. And it's done to substantiate a temporary identification that you have in believing you are who you are. As strange as that may sound, it serves you well, because through repeated lifetimes, you come to a place of realizing that no matter how many identities you've had, you've always been you. Where you are today is in awakening from your dreamlike state, and at the same time realizing you are a dreamer. You dream your life with every breath that you take. You dream your life with every thought and every feeling that passes through you, that you tend to take hold of and have some form of a connection with, generally in the form of identification. This awakening process, you're going through it right now. The majority of your kind on the planet hasn't even left an unconsciousness to be able to significantly feel this as a part of their current involvement in life. But you have, and you are. To, in yourself, be the dreamer, dreaming your dream, and consciously choosing what you will dream for yourself, awakens within you creative abilities that have always been there, but seldom ever operating from a conscious level of purposeful intention. This is where you are. And in so doing, it stirs you out of your forgetfulness, and you begin to remember. And your remembrance takes you in a number of directions. It can take you to past lifetimes, to where things are brought forward, to where you see the significance of why you're having experiences that you are now that before seemed inexplicable. It can take you into your future, to where you begin to, in yourself, open up and realize what I do in this lifetime, not only is it of value for the immediate experience, but I am also projecting into my future who I am becoming that I shall encounter. As I said, for the majority, this doesn't even begin to make sense. But for you, I'm speaking words that have energies to them that are deliberately designed to stir you to a place of awakening and realizing my current experiences are valuable. The value is the value that I place upon them. The value is revealed in how I choose to live them. Because this is all making reference to virtue. The virtue of you being you and living what virtue you hold to be near and dear. You might say that the stimulus out there is designed to take you away from your connecting with your virtue, with claim that it really doesn't matter, look at what's going on. Nobody's going to really care. But you see, the lack of truth of that, if you don't reveal it or experience it now, will be revealed to you at some future time, if in no other way, in a reflection. You will find that all of life about you is almost like a house of mirrors. It is constantly mirroring back to you whatever it is that you believe and perceive to be true. Eventually, that all comes to a place of this review, where you begin to see how valuable and important it is for you to live your value, to live your virtue, because this is when you truly are remembering who you are. So when you come to that place of these moments of recognition, whether it is in a place of solitude or in a place of cacophony, you will be able to, in yourself, realize, I remember. I remember who I am. I remember why I am here. I remember what I came here for. I remember you, because now it is made clear to me, our connection. I remember. And my remembering stimulates and activates my awakening. It brings me to a place of purposeful intent, to where I become very clear about what I choose to live and live it clearly. Your fears, your worries, your concerns, they're all disguises. They really are your opportunities to come to a place of realizing. Without them, you would not make the advancement that you are making. That's why this is the perfect reality world for you to grow. It gives you just what you need, because you're the one who is requiring it in the form of your life. So from forgetfulness through awakening to the place of remembering, know that never are you, as it seems to be, alone. Always is there someone with you. Because our worlds really are not separated. It only seems to be that way to you by design. But you have the help, you have the guidance, until you come to the place of realizing you are your primary source of guidance. When you come to that place of truly trusting yourself, you make the discovery, I remember who I am, and I am worthy of my trust. Blessings to you.
For more information about the Metaphysical Church of Enlightenment or the Rodin Foundation, please go to our website at www.rodin.org. If you have been inspired by the revelations shared in these podcasts, please donate to the Rodin Foundation's ongoing efforts to help others help themselves at www.rodin.org/donate.